extra time.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.
Is that something you'd ever consider if your form wasn't up to it in this tournament?
Yeah, it's always something I've said that is always an option. You know, I'm not going to stand in the way of a team winning the World Cup. I've obviously been short on runs. My captaincy has been pretty good as it goes. So yeah, is the answer.
2 घंटे में डिलीवरी, विश यू अ स्पीडी रिकवरी, कोई भी दवा अब नहीं करो मिस, दवाई चाहिए एसएप तो बस एक अपोलो 24/7 डिलीवर करे आपकी पूरी प्रिस्क्रिप्शन सिर्फ 2 घंटों में.
Is that something you'd ever consider if your form wasn't up to it in this tournament?
Yeah, it's always something I've said that is always an option. You know, I'm not going to stand in the way of a team winning the World Cup. I've obviously been short on runs. My captaincy has been pretty good as it goes. So yeah, is the answer.
You're out there now and you've got the opportunity to lead England to a second World Cup victory in 3 years. How special would that be for you?
Yeah, I think it'll be unbelievably special if we manage to do it. I think that the group of players that we've had together for the last 5 or 6 years, alongside some new, really talented and young guys coming through that have really made a name for themselves, makes a composition of a squad extremely strong. Obviously, playing away from home creates challenges within that. And I suppose for the first time since 2016, we're going into a world tournament where we haven't been favourites. So again, there are some challenges that come with that, but challenges that we've overcome in bilateral series on previous occasions, and challenges that we're really looking forward to.
You mentioned there that you're not the favourites, India are. How do you see this tournament? Is it as open a T20 World Cup as you can remember?
No, I don't think it is. I think the format actually eradicates how open things are. I think sides that play the best cricket and progress into the group stages will very similar to 2019, where the group stage games were 9 and everybody played everybody. It sort of eliminates a banana skin potential that knocks you out of the tournament.
Sorry to take you back to 2016. I just wondered, it was a remarkable sort of sporting event that night. Do you ever think about it? Do you ever catch yourself just taking yourself back in your own mind to that night?
I probably did for about 6 or 7 months afterwards to try and understand it, because you're right, it was one of the most incredible sporting events in isolation that you'll ever watch, and it's not something that you can just let run off your back. It's something that you need to understand and like I said, learn from. But for a guy who to come in a World Cup final and hit 4 consecutive sixes to win the game for his team is just an incredible feat within itself. And that's the way I've understood it. It's never been done before. I know how hard it is to hit consecutive sixes, even towards the end of an innings, but to hit 4 to get your team over the line in World Cup finals is incredible.
Although it's a number of years ago, can it still act as a motivation, losing that final, even now, 5 years on?
To be fair, within the white ball team, we have, there are always cornerstones of motivation to try and drive success, and normally stem from failure. A lot of the guys that were there in 2015 50 over World Cup stem from that. You go back a little bit further, Champions Trophy final 2013. But I think some of the recent guys that viewed that and real heartbreak at the time for the first time on the international stage, it might be theirs.
And just, you talked about whether you would ever drop yourself. I mean, how hard is it to even get in this batting lineup at the moment, given the form of some of those players in the top 6?
Yeah, here it's been a batting lineup that people have struggled to get into for a very long time. Back to Johnny Bairstow banging the door down in 2015, 2016, and then getting his chance actually late in 2016, 17. And only really establishing himself probably in 2018. So it's always been a tough side to get into. Obviously, part of that is the whole of the batting unit buying into the way that the team want to play and the way that we've committed to playing since 2015. And that has been shown in selection as well.
Extra time! Extra time!